Let's talk about the third principle of object-oriented programming, inheritance. Inheritance is a mechanism for reusing code. Let's say we want to build a GUI framework, a graphical user interface framework. In this framework, we want to have classes like textbox, button, checkbox, and so on. Now, all these classes should have some common behavior. For example, we should be able to enable or disable them. We should be able to set their focus. We should be able to set their position and so on. Now, when implementing these classes, we don't want to implement these behaviors in every single class. That's a lot of code duplication. Inheritance is a mechanism that allows us to reuse code across our classes. So we can implement all these common behaviors in a parent or base class, and then have all these other classes inherit those behaviors. Let me show you. So let's add a new class. We're going to call this UI control. That's the base or the parent class for all widgets on the user interface. Now in this class, we want to have the ability to enable or disable a control. So a method called enable. And here, let's just print a message called enable. Now let's create a text box class. So we add a new class called text box. We want this class to inherit the code that we wrote in the UI control class. So over here, we type extends UI control. Now we can go to the main class and create a text box object. So var text box, we set it to a new text box. Now take a look. Here we have the enable method. We didn't implement it in the text box class, we implemented it in the UI control class. But the text box inherited this code from its parent. Now when we run this program, we can see the enabled message. Beautiful. Now, there is more to inheritance than we can cover in this video. I've dedicated an entire section about inheritance in the second part of my Ultimate Java series. So if you want to learn more, go watch that course. Next, we're going to talk about polymorphism.